Hey, it's the freshest cookie. This cookie ain't stale. This cookie is fresh. And this cookie is a Minecrafting cookie. Hi! Welcome to another episode of Cookies Through the Ages. This is sevtech of Ages, and we are in Age 3. In our last episode, we did electrical stuff. We wired this together. At the beginning of the last episode, this had 0 power. It now has 64,000 power. Still don't know how to use it yet, but I'm not using it this episode, so I'm good. Before I came on, let's go out this door. Let's go through this door. And I did a little stuff. In the last episode, how's that? Oh, that's ready to go. Hello. Good. In the last episode, we went, no, we walked right through this. We took this kinetic dynamo and we ran this. You can kind of see some of the corridor down here. We'd had a corridor. This is part of a bay of capacitor banks. Excuse me, they're not batteries, they're capacitors. This is the immersive engineering core a la sevtech. Right. So before I went live today, I kind of used a few wire relays, put a capacitor on the back of one, made a output on the back of one of my capacitors, put a connector there, wired it to a relay, to a relay, to a relay. Relays don't wire through blocks, folks. If you're wiring it wrong, your blocks turn red, and then it just doesn't connect. Relays are wire. They have to go through the air. Like, duh, Cookies. You mean you didn't know that already? Well, hey, man, give me a break. I'm a cookie. What did you expect? Now, the reason I have this sitting here is because my next build is going to require this for power. So, I need to take this and put another one down. Changing my game mode so that I can pick it up. Can I use this to do it with? I want the wire connector. Good. And I want this now. When I look at my inventory, okay, I now have a capacitor with 100,000 flux. Flux stored. Okay. This, and my spool of wire. These are things I'm going to need to go along with my next build. Meanwhile, changing my game mode back, I'm going to set up another one of these suckers to be charging. Give me 1 second, folks. I watched a... See, this says LV capacitor. Immersive Engineering Stage 3. This is LV capacitor. Energy stored 100,000 flux. immersive engineering. This is charged. This is not. I'm going to get another one charging because it does take a hot New York moment or two. So this one's going to sit. Connector. The blue. This is receiving because it's blue. If I right click with the engineer's hammer, now it's orange. That's sending. Now there's nothing. Now you have another receiving. So it goes receiving, sending, or input, output, no put, input. Input is what I want. This, my insulated wire, click here, click there, and it's charging. That's all we need. Beautiful. In this episode, we're going to start to prospect for black gold. We need to get out of this age. It's getting old. And the only way we're going to do it is plasticity. All right. The plastic molder from modular machinery will convert it, the liquid that is, liquid plastic into plastic sheets usable for a number of new recipes. Liquid plastic. The invention of plastic using the modular machinery liquid processor convert propene into liquid plastic. Oh wait. Propene and propene accessories using a modular machinery chemical mixer will allow you to mix naphtha and steam to create propene. Grab a bucket to progress towards plastic. Hot and steamy using the immersive tech boiler or solar tower. Oh yeah, I gotta build one of those. Produce and grab a bucket of steam to complete the advancement. Alright. Give it some gas. Give it some gas, man. Further processing diesel in a distillation tower will create kerosene, gasoline, and lubricant. You'll need 1 bucket of each to complete the advancement. These liquids will provide sources of fuel, speed up certain machines, or allow further processing. Distillation. Now that you have extracted oil, build an immersive petroleum distillation tower to process oil into naphtha and diesel. And grab a bucket of each to complete the advancement. Leading us back to drilling for oil. Yeah. Use the core sample drill to locate oil in a chunk. Set up an immersive petroleum pump jack to extract it and grab a bucket of it to complete the advancement. The end goal, folks, is over here. And we all begin by saying, a small sample. All together now. A small sample. Use the core sample drill to locate both ore veins and liquid under the surface per chunk. Don't forget, it requires power, and you can place the samples on the ground by shift-clicking. Requires power? What? Wait. So like, uh, I either have to have a water wheel thing with a kinetic dynamo and lots of this and connectors and relays and I have to take all that with me. Bummer. No, not at all. Just using a low voltage capacitor with capacity. Ah, yeah. You'll need a connector and you'll need your wire. So, like cookies, why are you storing more like stuff? Oops, wrong. Whoops. All right, cookies, pay attention. So why do you have steel fences and steel scaffolding, cookies? Because that's what you need to do the core sampler. Guys, first off, as with oh, never mind, we have it on us. As with anything, first you look in the book. So, right click and oil processing. There's the pump jack, but we're not doing that. That's a multi-block build. Simple machines. Ooh, it's not a simple machine. Okay, never mind. Heavy machinery? Well, there's your excavator. The excavator, this, this will produce minerals. If you find it with the sampler, then you put this bad boy down, and you get. Of course, it's got quite the laundry list of stuff, but all right, we're not making that either. What we're making, gosh, I hope, tools, mining drill, revolver. My drill will pierce bedrock. What? Whoa, wait. Power wires, generators, construction. No. Immersive tech. Well, there's my solar tower. There's my distiller. That's. Wait. Pump jack. Portable generator. Oh. Fluid reservoirs. Lubricants. Where's the ruddy? Where's this? Where's the core sample drill? Where's the core sample drill? Simple machines and heavy machinery. I mean, how blind am I, folks? Simple machines. Conveyor, external heater, item router, fluid router, turntable, fluid transport, changing, cardan clock, Tesla coil. I don't see core sample drill. Tools? Mining drill? No core sample drill. Engineer's toolbox? That could be handy. Well, a revolver. Gee, I wonder why. Claim jumping! Hey, I'm playing it peaceful. Those mobs can go jump their own claims. I don't care. Well, that's jeez Louise. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, this is the first time the books failed me. All right, put you back away in your inventory. I already know the build. What we're going to be making is the core, this core sample drill. Oh, it's 2 light engineering blocks. 4, crumb bums. Crumb bums. These were iron at least. Iron and, oh, I'm going to just go copper crazy here. Well, oh, okay. I don't have all the goodies then. Oh, wait. I have light engineering blocks. I have 2. I do have all the goodies. I do. And away we go, skipping along. It's a happy cookie. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. Look at here. Core sample drill. Goal reached. A small sample. Ding, 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 ding. Good. Let's not break anything. Ah. See this line? I'm holding it. See this line? Watch. Hit F9 on the keyboard, and this lights up. Now F9 will tell you where where the boundaries are to a given chunk. And if I hit F9 again, there's the grid for a given chunk. And oh look, there's that line. Now when I hit F9 again, there's the line. And I hit F9 again, and there's this line. So what I have it when this is like the projector. If you didn't catch it, it was a few episodes ago when I made the projector to show you how to make a multi-block build. You made this thing. Where this? The projector. Notice it says pump jack projector. This is just a projector. Once you make the projector, you can use it over and over and over again. You'll simply look up the thing you want to build in your engineer's manual. Once you have that page, close the manual, put it on your crafting table with your projector. It can be the pump jack projector for all I care. If I want to make a distillation tower and it's a multi-block build, open this to distillation tower or solar tower, put it on the crafting table, put this on the crafting table, and in the output for the craft, it'll say something like solar tower projector or whatever. Whatever this is, this will be the projector for it. I'm leaving it as a pump jack projector because eventually I'm going to need it. When you held it in your hand, in your active inventory, the line across the bottom here might be seen to be your active inventory. If I take it out of my active inventory, all the lines go away. Oh. Just like the projector. Exactly. Exactly like the projector. Don't need you. Never know why I need the bucket. Well, nope. Wait, don't need that yet. And I want to put away my steel. Steel don't come cheap these days. Steel is iron. Run through this. Blast furnace. Blast furnace runs on cold coke. Alrighty. It is nighttime, and I really don't care. I don't want to do this anywhere near my garden. So, I also have in my inventory signs. Signage is important. I don't want to do this in the woods either. I have an area I want to start in. It's a flat open field. I won't have to do any clearing. I can just build my next thing on site. Oh, wow. Look at this. Game lag. This is sinuous weed. Very handy build. I actually now have a plot in my farm that has lava instead of, actually no, it has to be a lava lake. Oh well, howdy doody. Anyway, it has, I have to adjust it so I can grow stuff, but that's okay. Because basically the only thing I'm going to use this for is sinuous weed. I'm going to come right out here. I see some terraclay. What else do I see? This is all terraclay. Let's just see how this works. Of course, you do this chunk by chunk by chunk by chunk by chunk until you get a core sample that says you have oil. With this in hand, I'm in the middle of a chunk. Put it in place. Come around here. First off, I want to see something because somebody else did this, and I don't know if it'll actually work. Is this the one that's got the... Okay. No. Now, I'm working in creative, so don't freak out. At least I don't want to think of... Yeah, no. I can just destroy that there. Okay. Put this here. Change it from input, or actually, no. Let's just put this here. All right. Create an output. Input, output. Now, connector to connector and wire it. At least I hope this will do. Connector here. Well, let's see if this just goes to it. No. No, I actually have to have a connector here. Okay. No. Okay. And no. Wait. Did I have to make this into something? So this is the thing you have to figure out. Wait. Well, that was pointless. All right. Put a little bit further back. Oh, whoops. I'm so sorry, folks. Do this again. Make it sending. Drop on a connector. Step back. Put a shift. Put a connector. Oh, maybe I have to shift it. Okay, 1. And then, all right. There we go. Okay. Goody. So you want to go back 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, 2 connectors, wire. This is now powered. To get it started, I prefer to use an empty hand. So let's give us an empty hand. Right click. Down it goes. It's going down. And up it comes. Right click again. Oh my goodness. No minerals. Oil. 8,200. No, 8,271,000 millibuckets of oil in the overworld. Woohoo! We struck oil! Yeehaw! Howdy, 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 howdy. We have oil. We have oil. First shot out. Hot hint. I went over here to where this terraclay is. Now, I'm not saying this is a definite thing, but we're in an open field away from trees. And if I walk over here, what do I see over here? Nothing really, just the entrance of a little area there. So there was no real indicator that I'd see anything important. Olive wood. Oh, found an egg. And with the pump jack in place, you can see the grid. Now a Minecraft grid, let's not walk there. Let's not walk through that either. Is 16 blocks wide, 16 blocks long, and 256 blocks high. That's right. We come up here, 256 blocks, and it just keeps going to the sky. Right. It's time for some signage, folks. Future site of pump jack. Oil 1. Maybe we name our pump jack Oil 1, but this is now Oil 1. I have no idea how much it's going to take to do all the rest of this. Meanwhile, well, we're done with this. There were no minerals. And we struck oil. We struck a lot of oil. Holy carp, that we struck oil. Now you're supposed to be able to set it on the ground if you do. Shift right click. Look at that. There you go. It puts it in its own little trough too. No mineral overworld. And it's 240 to 224 to 224, 240. Those are the coordinates. But there it is. Wow. Wow. Doesn't seem to be suffering from the rain. This isn't doing anything now. So for now, we're just going to leave this. Guacamole, folks. This is where we're going to be getting our pump jack in. So I think that somewhere over in this area, we're going to put another sign. Possible future site of oil processing plant. Oil processing plant. There we go. Possible future site of oil processing plant. An oil processing plant. Let's just take a look at what we're about to get ourselves into. Wow, oil processing. Now we have the multi-block projector. When it comes to building large multi-block structures, referring to your engineer's manual time and time again has grown tedious. Primitive projector device. You believe you can project schematics of these structures into the real world. Just read the text. By crafting a primitive projector device, it's late in the real world. I'm tired. Sorry. I have a trouble with words at about this hour of the day. Especially when it's really late. Then I'm really tired. By crafting a primitive projector device, you believe you can project schematics of these structures into the world to use as a template. There it is. Make it. Combine it. Bang. This has the arc furnace page selected. This is just a projector. And so now you have an arc furnace projector. Holding the projector will display the structure. Pressing the pick block button will rotate the structure. And sneaking while doing so will mirror it. Right-clicking will lock the image in place, where it will show as long as the projector is in your hot bar. Okay. I like to call this active inventory. Minecraft calls this your hot bar. Well, it's hot because you can go like this. And then you can just kind of rotate through your inventory. Hot, ain't it? Anyway, so this is your hot bar. Your active inventory, your hot bar. Cookies. Learn the technical jargon. What the heck? Oh, all right. It's a hot bar. So long as it's in your hot bar, back over here, just like, so long as that, not the grass, the core sample drill was in my hot bar, it showed me the chunk. Yeah, when you look at it, you see the chunk. If you look away, if you don't, all right, see the little plus sign? That's the crosshairs. I am looking at this, and it says I'm looking at grass. See the grass? Now you don't. So, if I look over here, or I don't selectedly look at it, I can see it, but I don't see the chunk. But when I really look at it, and it says core sample drill in my what am I looking at, or viola, then I see the chunk. So, the next bunch of stuff I'm going to be dealing with, now that we have this, we need, okay, well, we need to set up an immersive petroleum pump jack to extract the oil. Now, here's the deal. At least I think so. I may actually be able to leave this in place because it's a chunk. It's big. All this program in Minecrafting for immersive engineering is actually doing is it's detecting whether you have a mineral or a fluid, in this case, an oil sample in one of these given chunks. That's all this does. It's kind of a algorithm thing. It's all mathed out. It's all in the program. I have X amount of chance of finding that as I have of finding a mineral in the same place. Now, hot tip, if you put this down and you run it through some sort of rock, you're liable to find mineral. But apparently if you stick it over terraclay out in a flat area, you're liable to find oil. Of course, I saw YouTube, bunch of guys were doing this, and it took them like 6, 7, 8 tries to do this. Oh, and look at this. And the sun, glorious sunset, the end of another wonderfully productive day of me talking. And there goes my son. Bye bye, son. Bye bye. Meanwhile, the pump jack ought to be able to go pretty much anywhere in this block except maybe there. Putting a pump jack over lava might not be the best idea. I mean, lava does consume just about anything it touches. So my pump jack could maybe go over here. Is it still in the... Let's see. It could. It's another nifty thing is you get close enough you can see the grid. Yeah. It does include the lava area, or it could go right over here. Right in this area. Pump jack is a pretty big build. So there's the multi-block projector. This is the pump jack. Okay. Scaffolding, treated wood fence, immersive engineering fluid pipe, redstone engineering block. I'm going to have to make some more lightstone engineering block because I used them. It's not too bad. Heavy engineering block, steel block, steel sheet metal. There's my pipes. I did this build. I just didn't make it. a couple of episodes ago. And I tried using Buildcraft pipes. I couldn't figure out why they weren't working. Remember, folks, the mod is the key to your build. If it ain't part of the mod, it ain't going to be part of your build, y'all. So then there's that. Ground floor, next floor, next floor, next floor, next floor. Oh, that was it. Yeah, it's 3 floors high. It is a 3-block high by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block long by 1, 2, 3, 3-block wide structure. And you'll want reservoirs. Yeah. Or tanks. So you're going to have to run piping from this area here up to tanks. Tanks? Tanks. Tanks. Well, a distillation tower. Oh my giddy. What? Distillation tower. Environmentally unfriendly. You think? Just wait till I get into the next era. When I can do applied energistics and we go to the end and I can do ender tank stuff. Geothermal with ender tanks stealing the lava from the nether. Here I come. Environmentally friendly minecrafting. Responsible minecrafting. This is irresponsible minecrafting. Sevtech, Darkesto, you bad person, you. All this environmentally unfriendly stuff. Well, they don't call it the they don't call it the industrial age for nothing. I mean, seriously. Fluid reservoirs. While mining near bedrock, you've occasionally noticed a slick, black, flammable substance. Oil. Oil is just one of the many fluids that can be found underneath the impenetrable rock. But you won't be able to breach these reserves on your own. With the help of specially designed machine, the pump jack, you will be able to get your hands on the contents of these reservoirs. The core sample drill will determine whether a reservoir can be found in a specific chunk. Gives you an insight into the size of the fluid deposit. Despite the finite volume of fluid in each chunk, certain types of reservoirs may have trace amounts of fluid that can still be harvested after the chunk is depleted. Using more than one pump jack in a depleted chunk does not provide any benefit. Well, that's nice to know. A magma chamber is a type of fluid reservoir that can be found anywhere. But in Dimension 1, this reservoir will generate in any biome. Oh. 250,000. No. Yeah, 250,000 to 1 million millibars of lava. Sign me up! An aquifer. 5 million to 10 million millibars of water. Not bad. If you're into that. Oil reservoir. 2,500,000 to 15 million millibars of oil. What? Wait. Well, okay. That was pointless. So where does all the stinking oil go? Into the distillation tower straight up? What? Refinery. Uh, so, uh, well, if you have a bunch of redstone engineering light and heavy engineering block, that's those are your those are going to show up again and again and again and again and again. You got to have a lot of copper. Just smelt out your copper, copper it, copper it, copper it, copper it, copper it. Copper and steel, copper and steel. So you go through your iron, you get it into steel. So then you have your scaffoldings, you've got your pipes, and anything a light engineering block has a mechanical thing. Oh, 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 oh. I've been talking so long, the sun is rising. Oh, look. Dun 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 dun. And the sun is risen. It's another glorious day of Minecrafting in Cookies Through the Ages. Wow. As I was saying, light engineering blocks, you have a mechanical thing. Light engineering uses your iron, heavy uses your steel to make this mechanical component. A mechanical component. Redstone, well, that's a whole different build. So, the refinery is the complex multi-block that refines one or two fluids into another. The most common applicant of this is the refinement of plant oil and ethanol to biodiesel to form the structure. Oh, right-click the heavy engineering block on the middle layer. Fluids are input through two ports on the side. Oh. Yeah, okay. This is the liquid, um, a liquid smeltery because you can do alloy. This is a liquid alloying thing, right? Fermenter, squeezer, mixer, crusher, metal press. Jeepers. Heavy machinery. Oh, probably. Wow. Well, listen, we struck oil. What the heck? This is it, folks. We struck oil. And I think I'm just going to make my pose like right here. Engineer's manual in hand and say, we struck oil! Yay! And that's all for this episode, folks. This is the Freshest Cookies, signing off for now. Ta-ta! Freshest Cookies here. Hi! Did you like today's episode of Cookies Through the Ages? If you did, click that like button or subscribe to my channel. Don't miss another episode of the sevtech of ages, Cookies Through the Ages. And if you don't like my video, if this isn't something you're interested in seeing, or if there's anything that I can do to improve or change how I do what I do, I mean, I'm not a professional. I am just a cookie. But let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta!